I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little bro, them. And I'ma tell them why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state, and of course, as always, I'm upset. This is why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. That flag right there, now granted a different color, different colorway, different person yielding the flag, different stadium, all of it's different, but it's the same. This flag right here is the reason we are here today. I want to take this time to bow our heads. I got a little prayer to say for the other state. The entire state of Ohio, which it pains me to do because, as you all know, I myself am from the state of Ohio. I have since moved. I don't have any plans to return, at least to live. Obviously, I got family there. We're going to go see the family. But moment of silence for that vile, disgusting cesspool. Ohio. Not that's in Columbus, Ohio at this point. We gotta do this for them. Look. What type of extra soft? I'm talking Charmin. I'm talking down feather soft. I'm talking chinchilla. Anybody that's felt the chinchilla fur knows extra soft. I'm talking the nicest, juiciest, roundest, fluffiest, all the soft things, right? I was going to say something, but I'm not going to go there. Shout out to the BBLs. All the soft things, combine them into one, right? And then you would get this particularly soft thing, and that is the state of Ohio. So for the state of Ohio, we got this for you. Stop being so soft.
Looking so emotional.
Obviously, Michigan goes to Columbus this year, wins the game 13-10. We all know that. After the fact, Michigan players, huddle around the block O. They plant the flag. It incites a mini riot where Ohio State police get involved. They're pepper spraying people on both sides. However, evidence has come out now that one Michigan player in particular had a taser held to him and was told to stand still or be tasered. That's uncalled for, but we'll circle back. The melee ensues. They try to take the flag. Jason Avant, a legend, goes and retakes the flag. All of this, and now an Ohio lawmaker. Yes, you heard me right. Somebody that tax-paying citizens fund has started, has drawn up, at least, introduced to the Ohio Senate a bill that would make it, and this is where it gets spooky, people, a bill that would make it a felony act for anyone to plant a flag on the block O in Ohio Stadium. You heard me correct. Let me repeat that. Somebody that these people voted for in Ohio, that these people, not only did they vote for him to represent them, they pay him to represent them, has used those hard-earned tax dollars of Ohioans I remember in school, I'm sorry, this is a tangent. I remember in school, they used to tell me, I used to get great grades in school, right? But I was a bit busy, right? Like I finished my work first and would interrupt my other people, right? At that time, I hadn't fully understood, like everybody learns at a different rate, a different speed, all of these things, right? And on my report card, this is back in the trifold report card days, by the way. I don't know if anybody had that. Shout out to Dayton Public Schools. On that report card, there would be like remarks there, and they would check these remarks. These were all bad things, by the way. And one of the things that was there was uses time wisely. And apparently I never did. And apparently this person, this lawmaker, used his time, the tax dollars of Ohioans, their time, their money rather, was spent for him to introduce this bill, draw up this bill, introduce this bill, name this damn bill. He named it some acronym for Ohio. It's ridiculous. He named this bill, introduced it to the Senate to make it a felonious act for anyone to plant a flag on the Block O in Ohio Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, if that's not the softest shit I've ever heard in my life, I don't know what is. But you know what? I got a video for him. And by the way, there's a world premiere. All 66 of you that are watching, this is a world premiere. Get your recorders ready. Hit that like button, by the way. If you haven't already, smash the like button. Let's run these numbers up. Share this with your friends on social media. And about now we got 74 people and counting. You're about to witness a world premiere. Here we go.
I said you soft, so what? What you gonna do? What?
Don't no man call me soft. I hate that, all right?
Wait, let me slow you down, cause I'm a man. I called you soft. First of all, now I don't like you swelling all up and all. What's all this swell up shit? What's that about? What you taking in all this air for, Claude? What you feeling, huh? What's on your mind, huh? What, you gonna put your chin up? Huh? That means something to me? Cause I said soft? Cause I said soft, so what? I said I spell it. S-O-F capital T. Soft. Huh? How you like that? What you gonna do, Claude?
Soft. That is the other state at this point. And it's not, here's the crazy part. It's not even the university, although maybe somebody at that university put this guy up to it, who knows. It is a representative of the state that has the university looking softer than they've ever looked. And by the way, they've been looking pretty damn soft. Shout out to Wolverine Trading. Soft. Absolutely. What's she gonna do? What's all this swell up? It's ridiculous, and I was about to use the H word. I'm not gonna go that far. There's no shot it passes or the NCAA allows this to be enforced. Yo, so here's the thing. That's an excellent point. Taves the King. Shout out to Taves the King, by the way. If this passes as an Ohio law, that certainly supersedes the NCAA. The NCAA can say, "Oh no, we don't care," but in that state, this would be an illegal act. Not just an illegal act, the feloniously illegal act, which is crazy, but an illegal act. What could they do? Really? It's an excellent, excellent point that was brought up there. By the way, this is the call-in show. I want to get you guys' opinions of this super soft, extra moist movement going on in Ohio. The link is in the chat. Hit the link. Come on up. Let's talk about this. Extra moist. Super soft. It's unconstitutional, says Marmar. Shout out to Marmar. That does seem like cruel and unusual punishment, by the way. It's pretty ridiculous. Shout out to Lich Max, who has joined the chat. Lich, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling like Ohio's looking real sharp and soft right now.
Sharp and soft. Super soft, man. I can't believe that they pay this man, this person, whoever he is. And he went and he thought it was a good idea to go into whatever office that he holds there and draw up this bill and then introduce this bill. It's crazy.
It's an incredible waste of taxpayer money, that's for sure. Like, if you don't want people to plant their flag in your stadium, be better at the game than the other team. That's
better
simple.
At the game than the other guys. That seems like the easiest way to prevent flag planting to me.
Right.
right?
Look at Michigan last year. Like we did that. Why can't they do that here?
Well, shout
Not
out
that
to
hard.
Jay, extra moist, Duncan Hines. Absolutely. I just had some. I had family members in town from Ohio, by the way.
Yeah.
I have family members in town, and my great aunt was one of them, and she is the greatest baker that I have personally met. And she made some chocolate cake, extra moist, and it was, and now it all makes sense. She's from Ohio. Uh, I'm joking. I'm joking. Shout out to my aunt Rose. I love you. But extra moist. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's incredibly unbelievable that they would even think that that is a good use of their time to draw that up. Like you'd think they'd go to the NCAA before they went all the way to law to like a new bill being introduced. That's just insane overreach in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. Not only is it an insane overreach, it's micro aggressive. It's micro managing. Like, dog, sit your ass in the stands or at home wherever you watch the game. And I'm talking directly to this lawmaker now. Sit your ass there wherever you watch the game. Enjoy the game, and if it's Michigan, enjoy this L that you're about to take, and shut up. Right? Leave the game on Saturday. Go somewhere local, get drunk, because I'm sure that's what you have to do to cope with the ass whooping that you just witnessed. And then on Monday, or I'm sorry, Sunday, go repent for your sins. And then on Monday, take your ass to work, actually pass some meaningful law. How about that? It's crazy.
Right. It is crazy. Like, just
What
it
up?
really comes down to just be better at the game. That's all you really have to do. Like, you don't have
Be
to pass
better
laws
at the game.
to avoid other teams putting their flags on your field. All you gotta do is just beat the other team. It's not that difficult of a concept. I mean, it might be for Ohio. I might be giving them a little bit too much credit and thinking they understand that concept.
It
But
makes me ashamed to call that my home. By the way,
I
it's
mean,
not my home at this point.
right.
But
I will say that this stunt really brings a whole new meaning to them being considered lake inferior.
no doubt, man. Listen, this is crazy. Shout out to Chase. He says, I live in Columbus, and I can assure you these suck guys have been crying for weeks. They're super soft. Go blue. Shout out to Chase. Go blue. Super soft. There's Super Saiyan levels of soft going on.
Well, I wouldn't
around
say
this whole
super.
thing.
I wouldn't say Super Saiyan because Super Saiyan they're hard people.
That's fair. Pause. By the way, Lich Max. But I get what you're saying. So here we go. And shout out to my guy, but he presented me with this, and it's pretty damn funny. It is, and what makes it even funnier is this is an actual quote. But there you go. They're not fucking planting the flag on our field again, bro. This is a quote from the great, mighty Jack Sawyer, defensive end extraordinaire, edge rusher extraordinaire. 0-4 against Michigan.
I mean, one thing I'd like to point out in the difference between Michigan and Ohio, which I'm sure we all know, if they had somehow pulled the miracle out and beat us on our field, we would have let them plant their flag. Yeah, we'd be mad about it, but we wouldn't
Bro,
start a whole riot over it.
listen, first of all, Michigan was a dumpster fire for most of the season, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah. For sure. We were a mess.
That two different teams came to the big house and planted flags this year. That's just this year.
Yeah.
Texas planted a flag. Oregon planted a flag. And you know what we did? Got the hell off the field as losers. Losers, take your ass to the locker room. Hear the loser speech. That's what we were doing. Texas was planting a flag. I couldn't even find a Michigan staff member out there. There wasn't nobody to clean up the damn stadium that was representing Michigan when they were planting the flag. You know why? Because they were in the locker room listening to the loser speech.
Yep.
Oregon came, did the same damn thing. Dan Lanning took a timeout turned into Maximus Decimus Meridius right in front of us. Are you not entertained? All of that. Afterwards, the damn Oregon flag. You know where Michigan players were? In the locker room listening to the loser speech.
Yep.
Michigan, 21-point underdogs. Let me repeat that. 21-point underdogs on November 30th, going into Columbus, Ohio to play the mighty, the other state Buckeyes. Held that team, that super offense. Jeremiah Smith, who is a man. I stand by that. He is a man. But held that offense, Jeremiah Smith, Ibuka, who's the other guy? Who's the third one from Chicago? And shout out to him and rest in peace to his mother.
I do not remember off the top of my head.
Somebody in the chat help me out here. The wide receiver. I think he's only like a sophomore, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, I know they were
Tate.
I know they. Tate.
Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate held all of those guys. The best running back duo in America held all of these guys to 10 points on their field at noon. No weather to speak of. I'm sorry. Let me.
No wind. There was wind. There was wind.
Thank you. Ryan Day pointed out, it was windy. Okay. These guys held to 10 points. Chip Kelly, the play caller, 10 damn points in a losing effort to Michigan. Then didn't have the dignity, didn't have the respect to take their loser asses off the field while Michigan celebrated, because the winners celebrate. Throughout history, the winners tell the story, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Ripstar. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. He says, free Luigi. Hey, yo. By the way, I'm not going to get into that, but free Luigi. F it. So here's the thing. Like, get off the field, number one. Number two, flag plenty. Here's the craziest part. Jack Sawyer, when you leave out of this university, a 4-time loser, by the way, to Michigan, you not taking this field with you. This ain't your shit. On no part of that field, it's not Jack Sawyer field. It's not the Jack Sawyer 5-yard line, 50-yard line, 50.5-yard line. At no part of that field is Jack Sawyer's name on it. And you out here ready to risk it all for that field? My bro, you need to get at. Y'all lost. Let me just say that. Shout out to my guy Marmar, who has also joined the chat.
Welcome.
Marmar, how you feeling?
Hey, listen. I listened to a video where the guy that's want to pass this law, it ain't passed, it's just a suggestion.
Of course.
And he said it's for the safety of his player, of the Ohio State players. And this is my take. We didn't start anything. Michigan didn't start now. We planted the flag in 2022. Okay. Nothing happened.
Yep.
They left the field. They shook hands. They hugged. But in 2024, it rubbed Jack Sawyer wrong because he gave that big speech at the Scud session.
It rubbed him wrong because he's 0-4 against Michigan.
And then they coming up with this frivolous law. Like you said, the NCAA ain't gonna go for that. Michigan ain't gonna go for that. Or if they do, we just gonna smash them more. That's just gonna motivate Michigan more to smash you. And if they lose Brian Hartline, it's over with.
Oh, by the way, we didn't even touch on that. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But let's read this bill real quick. Let me share this with the people really fast. This bill, the 135th General Assembly regular session, 23-24. Representative Williams is his name. I think he's out of the Toledo area in Ohio. Sorry, I got to sneeze. All right, back to regularly scheduled program. Williams out of Toledo or something like that. He says to enact Section 2927.18 of the revised code to prohibit planting a flagpole and flag in the center of the Ohio Stadium football field on the day of a college football game, and to name this act the Ohio Sportsmanship Act. Let me stop right there. What about every other team that plays football in Ohio? Right? Lich Max, Marmar.
Right.
Ohio State isn't the only team that plays football in Ohio.
Well,
It's because. So this is how I look at it. For many of years, hold on, let me use it in my Scrooge voice. For many a year, that the Buckeyes have been whooping us, right?
Right.
And we
Ripstar,
took
we're not
that
doing
ass
personal
whooping.
attacks.
Yeah, we took that ass whooping for years.
Right.
We didn't fight them. Yeah, we had a little scruffle in 13. Okay. But other than that, we ain't
Don't do that.
we didn't get mad if we lost. Yeah, we was like, oh, okay, yeah, next year. We were like Ohio State fans, how they are not. We'll wait till next year. And Michigan was in them games with Brady Hope and Harbaugh in the beginning until they start, and then when we start beating them, then the last, okay, the fourth game we beat them. Now they want to put out a law to where we're gonna be felony. You're gonna give us a felony? Yeah, that's directed towards Michigan. That's not directed towards anyone else. That's for Michigan because, like you say, Ohio State is entitled. They feel like they breathe, sleep Ohio State football. They don't care about the Bengals or the Browns or Columbus Blue Jacket hockey or the Crew hockey team. I mean, soccer team. They breathe Ohio State football, and that's the only thing that matters to where you got lawmakers coming out trying to make frivolous laws that is not going to stick.
Hold on. We got one in the chat. Apparently, Ray Rags wants to be seen. Spamming the chat with 7 and 5. Again, bro, you are just like this lawmaker. Like, y'all got to find better things to do with your time. But since you're here, we gonna show our hospitality. And let me finish this first. So he says that, by the way, like I said, Ohio State is not the only team that plays football in Ohio. What about the high school teams? What if one of those guys decide to plant a flag on the opposing team's field? It's a ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Go ahead.
Hey, Ray Rags, if you don't take your Barnaby looking, no, twin.
Does that bill reference Ohio State Buckeyes or just Ohio State football in general? That is a difference.
Yeah, it just says the center of the Ohio Stadium football field on the day of a college football game. Which who else is playing college football at Ohio Stadium?
Well, if it said at the center of an Ohio Stadium, then that could be a different story. But if it's just
you're right, and it does, because these guys
this bill is a joke. Then continue
it's a super joke. It's definitely a joke. All right, and then so he goes on to say, Section 1, that's Section 2927.18 of the revised code be enacted to read as follows: no person shall plant a flagpole with the flag attached to it in the center of the football field at Ohio Stadium of The Ohio State University on the day of a college football competition, whether before, during, or after the competition. Whoever violates this section is guilty of a felony of the 5th degree. A violation of this section is a strict liability offense, and Section 2901.20 of the revised code does not apply. This act shall be known as the Ohio Sportsmanship Act. And Ohio is with, periods after each letter, which leads me to believe it's an acronym of some sort, which I also find hilarious. But this guy's a clown. This bill is the work of
Straight
a clown.
clown. Oh, crushing the.
I can see it. I can see players getting real petty with that because it states a flagpole with a flag attached. I could see players getting real petty and planting a flagpole and then put like staking the flag in next to it.
Shout out to
Because
my
then it
guy
does.
Juju.
Because then it
The
doesn't
link
violate.
is in the chat. I think it's in the chat. I hope it's in the chat. I think I sent it. I did.
You might have
All
to
right.
you might have to resend
Nah, I
it.
sent it. Shout out to Posh, who I see in the chat. My guy John, my guy Ripstar, who is the greatest, and on behalf of Ripstar being the greatest one time.
I'm the best there is. Woo! 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 Woo!
Shout out to Rip.
I just think it's like I said, like you said, you touched on the NCAA ain't gonna allow that.
I mean, there's not much they can do when it comes to like.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know
law.
if they can do anything if a state deems, that this is a law or whatever. Juju, what's good, man?
What up?
Your mic muted.
There you go.
1 second.
What up, Juju?
What up? What up?
What up, man?
Go ahead and cook.
You said what?
Go cook.
Yeah, man. We talking about this this flag planting law that the other state has, or actually, I can't even say the other state. Some lawmaker in Ohio felt the need to introduce a bill. My guy G is here, Wolverine. Shout out to both of you guys.
Hey, bro, I love it, bro. They're just giving me more content to troll these motherfuckers, bro.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, can you imagine though? You walk up to a dude that got like 24 assault and batteries, and he'd be like, "What you in here for, bro?" "I'm in here for planting the flag."
Yo, that's a fact, bro. If there was ever a time to embellish your charges, you just gotta be like, yo, I got a felony.
Oh,
You can't even.
God.
It's crazy.
Like, what's the felony for? I planted a flag in a person?
Insane,
no, just on a
bro.
field.
Insane.
Hey,
Rich Mac, man, you a clown.
Yo, you in, bro? Wolverine, you in? Just unmute your mic, and you should be able to.
Hey, Maze. I never really got your thoughts on the new OC hire. We ain't really talked about it.
Hold on, let Juju talk.
Listen. Originally, I was like, yo, that's not who I wanted, right?
Yeah.
But after doing my research on Chip Lindsey, I like this hire a lot, bro.
So,
Yeah.
300 yards through the air, 180 through the ground, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Insane. I
I'm
like
not
it
gonna
a
lie.
lot.
This is
a good hire.
I give this hire like a solid B, bro. Like,
Yeah.
This is a decent hire, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I agree. Here's the crazy part. Michigan did a good job of keeping this one under wraps. Because of all the names we were hearing, Chip Lindsey wasn't even like one of the guys. But
hey, Maze, we got the mole. We got the mole out of our program out of there, bro. No one getting no more leaks no more.
Oh, you talking? Who? Wait. Who you saying was the mole?
We're talking about a former employee. we got him up out of here.
That's a fact.
You talking about Campbell?
I'm
gonna let the people talk on that one.
Let the people talk, right? That's crazy, bro.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah, Chip wasn't even like in the same zip code of the names we were hearing, so it was definitely a well kept secret.
Yeah, I think Sharon Moore has done a good job too of like really locking down certain situations to only the people that need to know, right? Even with the recruitment of Bryce Underwood, right? A lot of people weren't involved with that, so he's done a decent job of that. And when you tell people some information and then that information comes back, a lot of the times you know where it came from. So shout out to him.
He had us out here looking for a burger, and we wouldn't got a chip.
Hey, yeah. That's a fact, man. Hey, we got 123 people. We need 123 likes. By the way, if you missed the world premiere, here we go again.
I said you soft, so what? What you gonna do? What?
Don't no man call me soft. I hate that, all right?
Wait, let me slow you down, cause I'm a man. I called you soft. First of all, now I don't like you swelling all up and all. What's all this swell up shit? What's that about? What you taking in all this air for, Claude? What you feeling, huh? What's on your mind, huh? What you gonna put your chin up? Huh? That means something to me? Cause I said soft? Cause I said soft, so what? I said I spell it. S-O-F capital T. Soft. Huh? How you like that? What you gonna do, Claude?
Super
Sound
soft.
like Jew.
The
Sound
soft.
like me in that chat.
Extra moist.
Man, this shit sorry.
To go along with what Madman was saying before the premiere of the one of the best videos involving Ohio State. Every time y'all hit that like button, it's a touchdown on Ohio next season. So let's get those likes up.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna need them to extend day and go ahead and move on from hardline and extend day. That'll be a dream scenario.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something about that, Jew. Do you think that really gonna hurt Ohio State recruiting?
Yep.
The wide
Them
receiver,
wide
yeah, bro. He's a home run recruiter, bro. Like Brian Hartline, he's a dog, bro. He's a dog.
Them wide receivers. Them
He's
wide
got
receivers.
he's
was
got
hard
a
lock.
he's really locked in. He's really tapped in with the especially in South Florida with those like 7-on-7s. He's tapped in where
Like
he needs
real
to be.
and he's
in
young too,
down
bro.
there.
That shit translates.
Absolutely. Shout out to my guy Kiyoki Kaipana. Always. Asian Pasha's in here. I think I already said that, but if I didn't, shout out to her. Yeah, real quick, guys. Move it. Let's switch gears just a little bit. You said what?
Where Boxer Maniac?
I don't know where Maniac is, honestly.
At the barbershop.
This was done kind of right. Walk into the barbershop. This was done kind of, just to get this information out.
Hey Maze, let me hear what you wanted from the portal. I know what I want from the portal. Like positions, how many from position?
Yeah. So I think the top position for us, I don't even know if it's the top position because there's so many, but offensive line, I think we can fill some holes there. Defensive line is a must because we're about to lose some heavy hitters here.
How many do you want though? How many do you want?
We're gonna be working with a skeleton crew.
Okay, yeah. So for the offensive line, I think it's key to get. Oh man, I want to say 3 to 4.
I say 3.
I
said 3 for offense and defensive line.
Yeah, for defensive line, 3 to 4 too for me. Because you're not going to hit on everybody. We got to keep that. We got to remember that too. Everybody's not going to be Josh Wallace or Josiah Stewart, right?
Right.
So, 3 to 4 at both of those positions. At wide receiver, I think that's the next position of need.
Give me 3 of those.
three of those. Yeah. We just in there stopping. Give me 3 of those. Also, corner, we need corner help, especially if Jair Hill.
At least 2. At least 2.
Yeah.
At least.
That's a fact.
Because we're losing one. I mean, we haven't had him most of the second half of the season, but we definitely are going to need somebody to replace.
Bro. I did not
Will
expect
Johnson.
Jair Hill to be here.
No doubt, man.
In the spring.
Shout out to my guy Moose, man. Yeah, we definitely used the picture today. That was fire.
I'll be shocked if Jair is on this roster in 25.
Damn, you think it's that bad?
Hearing things here and there, I just think, and like he got put in a doghouse. I don't know how he's gonna respond to it. So, we'll see.
What happened though? Why he get put in the doghouse?
It's some shit. Like I'm not gonna speak on, but it was off the field issue. But
okay.
Oh yeah. I heard something.
But
about
I don't know if he's
too.
gonna be here next year. I would love him to be here for depth, but I mean. It is what it is.
If we had a Blues name, we're definitely going to need at least 3 corners.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I asked a question early to Jew. Would you and I'm talking to the whole panel, would you like to wait to after like the first 3 rounds of the playoff to see who's transferring? Because it's gonna be a lot of good guys that's gonna transfer out of these playoff teams too.
Nope. Get the fit now. If it
Okay.
fit, you don't want to wait. If he
Yep.
fit, we don't want to wait.
I do think there's options where teams are still playing, but I just think we got a head start, and last year we did not have a head
Okay.
start,
Right.
and that hurt us. You better, I
Mhm.
mean, if it's a good fit, like you said, you better take them because they ain't gonna be there for long. And if you wait it out, it's just so difficult depending on position group. Like we need bad
Okay.
DT and offensive line. That is the two big ones that we need. So if you see fit, you better grab because they're gonna go quick. So I think you got to find a
Okay.
healthy balance of both, and I think they're gonna do that. I mean, if you listen to Sean McGee and everyone around the
Yeah,
program,
that's what I'm talking
they're
about. I like Sean.
yeah, bro, they're very tapped in. They have a backup plan for a backup plan. You feel me?
Okay.
So we're gonna be good regardless. I think we take 12 to 22 players in the portal, somewhere around there is what I'm
Ooh,
hoping.
22,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Like 12 to
Yeah.
22. Like I'll be shocked if we don't reach a 12.
Yeah.
I definitely think that like you said, I think if we see people that players that'll fit our style, we definitely need to pick them up as soon as possible because if they fit our
Mm-hmm.
style, they're talented individuals. They're gonna be gone before we have a chance to circle back if we wait. So yeah, definitely as soon as they come available, if they
Yeah.
fit for Michigan, we need to snap them up as fast as possible.
Yeah, I do think we need one more tight end. I know this is an underrated one, but we talked about it in the chat, Mama. I think we need one more running back
Yep.
for a veteran presence. We're gonna be real young in that room, but a lot of
Yeah.
talent. Don't get me wrong. We're just gonna be very, very young.
I thought ETN entered the transfer portal. I thought I
That
seen
was
that a
fake.
couple.
That was fake, Mama.
Oh, okay.
That's fake news.
Yeah, man.
He ain't going
Don't get
nowhere.
that fake news, Mark. Come on, man.
Man, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was geeked. I'm like, he coming to Michigan.
Hey,
If it ain't
that is another thing
out,
that's happening. Is like
Hey,
everybody that you see
but
enter the portal, I'm like, oh, Michigan. You know what I mean?
but
You
you
Yeah,
gotta
know
facts.
you
That's
know
understand
who
how
all
I
that.
did,
be.
and
I mean,
you know what
there's
running
smoke
back
with that.
did enter the portal that I like.
Who?
That Chip Trainum dude is back in the portal, and he
Yeah,
was killing us when we played them.
That's a
And,
fact. But
and
what I'm hearing is
UNC.
he's talking to the other state.
Chip Lindsey's running
I
back.
mean,
I forget his
he
last
might.
name. He from USC.
He
He
yeah.
might not declare. We might be able to snag him because the running back market is
You talking
very.
about Joyner?
Yeah, I don't remember his
Joy-
last name.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
it was
that's what I'm
Joyner.
talking about. Yeah.
No, I'm
who
talking about
you?
UNC's running back. What's his
Oh,
last name? Anybody got it?
UNC. I thought.
Jo-
Yeah,
oh,
UNC's running back, not USC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chip's
He's a
running back.
dog, bro.
Shout out to
What's
Big
his
House
name?
Boy. He says, "What do you guys think the odds of Shamari Earl starting next year?" Ooh,
he could be the new.
I think he's
70%.
gonna get significant playing time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. He the new Will Johnson.
the new Will.
I don't know. Depending on who we bring in for the portal, I know the Mississippi State corner canceled his visit, but
Yeah.
depending on who we
I
get,
do.
he could start early.
I mean, I do think that when it comes to a lot of these new guys that are coming in, the new recruits, uh, one thing we have to keep in mind is we haven't gotten to spring training yet. We don't know how they perform there. So I think before we can make an accurate assumption, we'd have to wait for spring training. But based off of high school stats, before spring training, I think there's a good chance that we do see him in the starting line. But I mean, that could change after the spring game and training.
Yeah.
It just depends on who we bring in from the portal. We could get a better veteran presence that he can sit behind and watch, and potentially sub in for as the season goes on, and potentially replace later down the season. But based off of what we have right now, I think yeah, there's a good chance he starts
Yeah, I just
based
wanted
on
you.
talent alone.
Yeah, talent alone, but I just wanted you all to keep in mind that Will Johnson was a well-touted recruit, and we all know what he became, and it
Right.
took an injury for him to see the field early. Like I want
Yeah.
everyone, it is very fucking rare to see a true freshman out there. That's why I want everyone to put pause
Right.
on Underwood. It is very rare to see that. So
I mean,
I'm expecting him to get snaps, but
oh
if
yeah, I
he
don't think he's going to be a full-time quarterback to start the season off. I think if we pick up a veteran in the portal, then I think they're going to be switching in and out. I think throughout the season. But I truly believe that by the end of the season, we'll probably see Underwood out there full time.
Yeah, you need like a K McNamara for this year, just a little bit better.
Maybe we should go get Cade. Cade's out
Not
there.
Cade. Not Cade.
We need a
said go
Cade
get
McNamara, but not Cade, right?
Yeah.
I don't see any quarterbacks right now that I like. I like the Liberty quarterback, but he ain't coming to the Midwest.
It's a
We're getting Miller Moss.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be unpopular. I do not like Miller Moss for his system. I think Chip Lindsey needs a mobile quarterback to his system be the best. Mind you, he did say he fits the players to the scheme, but I'm just going off history. Like his power, like spread offense, bro. He needs a mobile quarterback, and I think Miller Moss is a pro style quarterback. That's just
I could see him adapting to a mobile style. I mean, especially like if like you give him time to adjust. I think he could adapt to a more mobile style quarterback. I mean, with that pro style experience, and with that pro style experience,
pissed off about because he would not run even when he had a lane. He would not take off.
right? I mean, that's something that can be trained into him. But I mean, especially like having him have that pro style experience, like that could do wonders. That's a good foundation to build off of when it comes to building a more mobile quarterback. So if they can pass in the pocket, that's perfect. And then all you have to do is work on their ability to roll out when they need to. And I mean that's a lot. I mean I don't know for sure. I'm not a trainer, so I mean I would imagine that would be something that would be more easily trained in than trying to train a more mobile quarterback to sit in the pocket.
I don't disagree with that. I'm not saying he can't progress, but I mean I'm listening to the USC fans. I'm listening to people who are tapped into USC, and they said he progressively got worse. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't take him if he's in the portal, and I'll be like, all right. I mean, right now I feel like he's the best quarterback in the portal, but minus the Liberty quarterback. That's just my opinion.
Right.
But I would take him if they want to take him.
It's gonna depend on that line too, though. USC line one blocker for that dude. If we get that line shored up, that's gonna make a big difference.
I know he was barbecue chicken when they played Michigan. That's for damn sure. Shout out to Mr. Jones. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. He says Boateng look like Ray Lewis already. I'm not going that far, but I like
another one too. Maybe.
I
do think we need one linebacker in the portal.
He's gonna have to catch some charges before he becomes Ray Lewis.
Don't do that.
There's real.
You got jokes. Hey, how do y'all feel about Malik Murphy?
Malik Murphy?
Oh, he not bad. He not bad.
Yeah, he is in the portal, ain't he?
Yep, he's in the portal.
He did good.
To get out of Georgia for a minute.
Right.
Like that boy want to get the fuck up out of there.
Right. Hey, what do you?
How do you feel?
Malik Murphy had a good year.
Yeah.
Who?
Malik Murphy had a good year.
Hey, he was with Duke.
Yeah, he was with Duke.
I don't know where he transferred from.
There's a lot of
smoke
moving,
Texas.
if we can keep Barham,
yeah, Texas
moving bro to edge.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea.
That's why I said I want to bring in one linebacker.
Yeah. I think moving Barham to edge is an excellent idea. By the way,
he's an edge. He's not a linebacker.
Yeah. Here's the crazy thing. Like I remember when he was at Maryland, he was causing all kinds of problems for Michigan. By the way, but I mean, he was decent enough in coverage. In fact, that was one of his bullet points they pointed out when he was coming here, but he was not that this year in terms of in coverage. But I do like him getting after the quarterback. I think that's where he'll be best at.
I agree. I mean, if he can fill like to put it in NFL terms, like a Aiden Hutchinson type role at the edge, I mean, that would be perfect for Michigan. Be able to limit their ability to work in the pocket, squeeze that pocket down on them, put some pressure on the quarterback. What we need.
I don't disagree, and I do on Boateng. Like someone touched on Boateng. I do think he has the opportunity to play early. I really do. With his sideline speed is insane. Mind you, he's been hurt his whole senior year. That's why you all see him dropping the rankings. So I wouldn't be alarmed by that. He's the real deal. I wanted him and Gompers, but we got 1 for 2. I'm fine with that.
Hey, so that's my question. We got at least three players coming in that was dealing with injuries all year. Do you think that they're gonna kind of nurse them through, or they're gonna let them get out there? You think they're gonna kind of slow drag Boateng, the running back, and Earls? Yeah, Donovan Johnson and Earls.
Yeah, I think Boateng and Earls. I think both of those injuries will be good to go. I mean, Donovan too, honestly, because he had that injury not this year but last year, right?
Yeah, but they still slow. This year they still kind of slow played him through the
this is the
season.
year that you need though to like kind of do that, right? Like from that injury anyway, you kind of need that. I think next year though is a year that he can flourish. Now that said, I don't see him getting a lot of time next year anyway, so he'll have all the time he needs to heal. Shout out to Cam who just joined the chat. Was good, man.
What it do? What it do, y'all?
What up, though, Cam?
What up, mama?
Right.
What's good?
What's good, man? We was just chatting now about what we like in the portal or with these young guys coming in. Obviously, we chatted on the Ohio State softies and that trash. It really makes me feel away from being from Ohio. I don't want to be associated with that sort of nonsense.
Yeah, it brings real pettiness and sore loser to a front, because the simple fact y'all was kicking our ass, excuse my language, for years, and we wasn't petty. We wasn't sore losers. We wasn't bringing the Michigan police onto the field. We wasn't throwing the beer on the players.
Right.
We took our lumps, and now it's getting to the point that their people that's covering Ohio State is believing what they reporting. That's the crazy part about it.
Yeah,
they started the stuff with the toxic. They made the rivalry toxic.
Yes, they did.
Since 2021.
Yep.
Since we beat them, and then it went. They weren't feeling good in 21. 22, it was we stole their signs. 23, that wasn't an interception. And then 24, don't plant the flag.
Don't plant the flag.
It was windy.
Shout out to Mark Stewart. I'm not even gonna put that on the screen, Mark, but I see it. Shout out to him.
I mean, to the wind thing, like any good kicker can adjust for the wind.
Hey, if we don't go,
so that's not an excuse.
I mean, obviously, Darth Vada did.
Right.
Yes, 50-some yards.
Exactly.
What are we talking about?
So miss me with that, man. Big House Boy with another super chat. Thank you. He says, do you guys think Andrew Marsh will have a role in the offense early? Because I know Michigan's going to bring in wide receivers, but I think he has the ability to play as a freshman. I also think Andrew Marsh has the ability to play as a freshman. Whether or not he's a starting wide receiver is another question, but I do see him getting some snaps early.
I think we'll see him out there enough. I like it. I agree with you. I don't think he's going to be like a starter day one, but but we'll definitely be seeing him out on the field, like either on certain snaps, certain yardage. I think we'll see him.
Yeah.
So unless they bring in like a veteran in the slot, I absolutely think that he gonna start in the slot from day one. I think they're gonna stick him in the slot day one, and he gonna. Yeah, I do. I think that's the one person that I've seen so far that I think could just slide right in, and you won't be able to tell he a freshman.
Yeah. I like Andrew Marsh a lot. Here's the thing, man. We got a guy on the roster right now. He was a freshman this year, Amarian Stewart out of Illinois.
Yes.
Who can really route some people up. I've seen him route people up.
He's better than Samaj Morgan. Just want to let you know.
Well, yes, there's no doubt about that. Shout out to Samaj, who's a dog, mentally, right? He's got the mentality, just doesn't have the physicality
Did you? Hey,
for it.
Maze, before you continue, did you see him? So when the team ran out on the field, Samaj Morgan is all the way down by the bench, talking, flipping the Ohio State fan base off before everybody comes to the bench. He's by down there, but if you watch the, if y'all got a replay on the game, just watch Samaj Morgan by himself flipping the Ohio State fans off and talking mess.
I will say Samaj is about that life. He'll stand on whatever he's talking about. That said, though, I like Amarian Stewart. He might be that slot guy that you're talking about, G, because he's not a real big guy, but he definitely got nice feet. Pause. But yeah,
big pause right there.
Man, we understood.
We understood. We grown, boss. We
Right.
grown, man. We ain't no kids, man.
Supposedly,
Hey, I got a question.
Anthony could be coming
Go
back.
ahead.
Shout out to Mr. Jones. He says, reportedly, Anthony could be coming back. I saw this. I tweeted about it.
I said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you must have gone. That must have been the time they had you in the portal, because you be going in the portal sometimes, G. Just like now. G is in the portal. But
I want that kid from FIU. That's a good one.
I like the FIU kid. When Nitro Tuggle jumped in the portal, I was super excited. But then, Georgia came with their bag, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was very excited for that too.
So real quick, Maze, what's up with, like, why haven't we had, certain schools are having people, from the transfer portal commit already. What's the holdup with us?
That's It's looking kind of scary, bro.
Yeah, the holdup. I just think they're really trying to make sure that their board is nice. You saw they've offered a few people. It's more about like getting the players they really want than just going out here snatching anybody up. And I think that it's gonna work out for them. Because they definitely got the money to throw around, and they've got now the quarterback, that name recognition. This OC, I think that was another thing too, Marmar. Before we had an OC, especially trying to get offensive recruits, they don't know what they're coming into. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's important.
I was gonna mention that. I was gonna say it was probably, like, especially on the offensive side, it was probably due to like us not having a offensive coordinator locked down yet. I mean, I'm sure they were probably in talks over the contract, but it wasn't like 100% locked down yet. So I mean, that could have been part of why we didn't have many offensive commits yet.
For sure. Shout out to Johnny Odin Jr. Champs the North remembers. No doubt, Johnny. Be sure to check out Johnny on the Johnny Odin Jr. show. He had a car live today. It was hilarious. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Check that out. Chris L, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, who else from this year's team y'all think is headed to the portal? Ooh, this is a good one. This is a slippery slope, Chris. But I'll let y'all start this one off.
I think Davis might be a potential going to the Jordan Davis. I think he might be going to the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I mean, we have Bryce Underwood coming in. He's probably going to be our starter.
Yeah.
I mean, we might only have him for, like, probably 3 years until he goes to the NFL. But that just pushes Jordan Davis' starter time back even farther. Because, like, he might see some play time just to give Bryce a rest. But for the most part, like, we're going to be rocking Bryce Underwood. At least, if not this year, then like next year he's going to be a starter.
Hey, this is not basketball. He ain't coming in to give no rest.
I'm just saying. I understand. I'm saying if we're beating them so bad that, like, fucking Bryce's arm gets tired after throwing so many touchdowns, we might.
Something wrong with Anthony Johnson, bro.
I like that you hoping.
I like it.
But I'm just crafting a scenario in which he might get subbed in. But all in all, he's probably not going to put it in reality. He's probably not going to see the field.
No,
So I
Johnny.
could see Jordan Davis going to the portal to try to get to a team where he might actually see the field this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, panel. How would you like the quarterback room to look going into 2025?
Respectable, which I guess it already is.
Like
No,
a
I'm
college
talking to
team?
not. I'm saying
Like a
because of what we
You
had
mean
this
like
year.
some
You know,
names
we
on
didn't
some
have
names on
no.
there?
You said what?
You want like names?
No, I'm just saying like.
so we
So I
want to
just feel
see
like
people that
this.
can actually
Like with the
complete a
scout
forward
team,
pass.
would you like a quarterback that can really have you ready as for the games? You know what I'm saying? Like a quarterback that can really do with the quarterback you going up against in the game.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that really
Okay.
helps teams.
Of
Yeah.
course. And we certainly of course.
We
Because
got
we didn't
we
have a
got
person on the
Herb Street to
roster.
be the Herb Street gonna be the scout team quarterback. We got that. But
How
in
Yeah.
they
all
feel
in all
about that one?
honesty,
That's why they
in
brought the
all
law out, huh?
honesty, in all honesty, being a long time Michigan fan, I just want a quarterback room that look live, like our
Yeah.
That's what
quarterback
I'm
room.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just want,
Have a pulse.
I want the same
Be
because
able to complete a.
I don't want to come out to the field and go to the game in August 30th of next year and see what I seen on August 31st this year. Overthrowing receivers, not hitting the mark, throwing an interception. Yeah,
But
I don't want to
hold
see
on. To
that.
be fair, in that spring game, Davis Warren actually looked like.
No, I'm talking about the Fresno State game.
Oh yeah, the Fresno
No,
State game was
Yeah, I was
disgusting.
there, man. It
Um,
was bad.
hey, I was
let
gonna
me
say
ask
we
y'all this
gave
though.
him the Heisman coming out that spring game, and he
We
couldn't.
sure
We
did.
did.
We sure did.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Davis
Had me
Warren
looking
guy. I ain't,
crazy.
I'm being on my own that.
I was.
After that Fresno game,
I take that back. I'm really pissed off.
Facts.
because that was not what he showed us in the spring, fam.
So was the
Okay.
friends that were drunk.
I feel
Okay,
like we
y'all.
got bait and switched.
Hey,
Yeah.
so since Kirk Kevin gone, y'all, can we say it was the coaching because of Davis
No,
Warren how he was looking,
no,
or it was
no,
just Davis Warren couldn't throw the ball?
no. A coach cannot make you overthrow a wide open receiver. A coach cannot
Okay.
make you make some of the decisions. Did you
Good
see
night,
the
Posh.
interception he threw to Jack Sawyer? The coach
Yeah.
can. What can the coach do for that? Come out there and
Oh
hold your
my
hand.
god.
Come on.
Man, that would have
Listen,
The play
that
caller.
touchdown would have shooken the whole state of Ohio. They would have had to put in 10 more laws.
you can't do that with
Okay.
Davis Warren, but I will tell you this: that Sharon Moore was holding Kurt Campbell's hand through the whole season.
And
yeah, for
see,
sure.
and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So, is it going to be different since we got another? Look at that. What's wrong with Johnny Yo, man?
Hey, Johnny, bro, leave me alone.
Hey, so you think now by us getting a proven offensive coordinator that can do both sides of the pass and run, do you think he's gonna have
Yes,
his more focus on the offensive line?
Not
he can.
only is he like a proven on the pass and the run, but he's also a proven play caller. And I think that's something we desperately needed. Somebody who can call plays to make shit happen, for lack of a better term, other than repeating plays. But we now have an offensive coordinator that can both move the ball in the air and on the ground, and can accurately call those plays.
So now
Okay.
we,
Like
I
we,
mean, just look at it like this: like this hire benefits Sharon Moore and Chip Lindsey. Chip Lindsey was calling plays, a head coach, and he was
Yeah.
a quarterbacks coach. That's all. That's a lot on your plate. I mean, just ask Sharon
Yeah.
Moore. He was the
Absolutely.
offensive line coach, head coach, and the play caller. So they are helping each other out. And now Sharon Moore can be CEO. Like
Yes.
he does
right.
not have to call plays. Chip Lindsey does not need any pointers, bro. He's very proven.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
No
Jude, do
doubt.
you think so? Do you think they're gonna bring everyone? Do you think they are bringing a quarterback coach to help?
I think he's gonna be the quarterback. You mean an
He's the
analyst?
quarterback
Yeah.
coach.
I think he's gonna be a
Okay.
quarterback
Yeah.
and OC.
Yeah.
You mean an
So
analyst?
big.
I mean, now analysts can be coaches, so I do expect them to hire another analyst if that's what you're asking.
He did
Hey,
work with
question
Bo
to the
Nix and
panel.
May and
Yeah.
Strainham or whatever his name is.
Chip
Chip
Trainer,
train him.
Yep, train him. Yeah.
he's a tough running back.
Yeah, he.
No,
Hey,
I'm talking
question.
about the quarterbacks.
The other
Stainham
quarterback
or
before
he was at
May.
Auburn or something.
Auburn.
Peyton Thorne?
He talked about the quarterback that was right before May.
Yeah.
At
Or Bo
UNC.
Nix, one of the two, because he did work at Auburn too.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, he was at
Stainham or
he was at
something like that.
UCF. You talk
Oh,
about homie that went to like Florida. He like tore his knee up or whatever.
okay.
I forget his name, but yeah.
No,
Because
I
don't
see what you're
forget,
saying.
y'all, he had two quarterbacks from North Carolina that went in the first round.
Yeah.
Remember the one that went to Chicago and then Drake
Oh,
came.
nah, that's not him. No, that wasn't him. He
No, that
wasn't the
wasn't him.
OC there.
He wasn't
Oh, he
there
wasn't
then.
there. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
Trubisky, you talking about Trubisky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't him. Shout out to Mr. Jones. Thank you
Okay.
for the $9.99 super chat. He says, we used to hear how Peyton O'Leary was given 144 defenders problems in practice. If he wasn't a walk-on, he probably would have played when JJ was QB, most underrated player on the team, in my opinion.
Facts.
Believe that. I support that.
Facts.
I mean, Peyton O'Leary caught a big had a big catch in that Ohio State game. Not a lot of people would have made that catch. But yeah, we definitely were hearing good things about him for the last few years, honestly, in practice.
So what do y'all guys think about? Okay, we got some freshmen coming in, and if they start, are we going to be leery about because they started, or are we going to have confidence in the team?
At some point, at certain positions, I think you should be leery if certain people are starting, right? At
The way
Yeah.
the
certain
schedule
positions.
look next year, I'm confident. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
and
Especially.
I think it
I mean.
helps recruiting too. I think it helps recruiting to show that you play the best player. So
Yeah.
if you come in and you can win a spot, that make other recruits think like, hey, if I go in and work hard, they're not going, you know,
Make me sit.
sit me behind somebody just because.
yeah, it
So
works
I
two
like that.
ways though. I do think it helps recruiting if especially if young players can get on the field early.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it also would have me questioning, yo, who the hell is over there that these guys are starting? Like, you know what I
Well,
I mean.
mean?
remember,
Things.
all of the guys that we losing in the portal was guys that been there 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
losing a lot of
Right.
older guys. We're gonna be full of first and second year players,
Yeah.
maybe red shirt junior. So
Well, I
That's
think the
fair.
important part is
I mean,
just to try to keep some of the core. If you can keep Benny, Derek
Right.
Moore, TJ Guy, that's a fucking win. I don't think all three of them are going to stay. I do think we'll lose one, but if you can keep one or two of those core guys, I think that's huge, and then you can build from the portal and shit.
No
Hey,
doubt.
Drew, to add on top of that, do you think Sarone and McGee and all of them are doing their best to keep these people from leaving?
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, certainly. I mean, look, it's what you need, right? So if another school has a need, they're gonna outbid us, right? And if we don't feel like we need it, isn't necessary. Like DTs, we need bad. Edge, I feel good
Yeah.
at because we have a lot of young talent. If you can just keep one guy in that room, cooling on that. It's gonna come down. It's gonna operate like the NFL, in my opinion. What do you need? Where are you willing to pay for what you need? It's gonna be chaotic, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think they're in the right space. Like I said, Sean McGee, you go watch his interview with
Yeah,
Sam
I
Webb.
did. I
He's
watched it on
tapped, bro.
Sam.
He's got a backup plan for a backup plan. I have no concern, bro. We're ahead of the curve when it comes to this revenue shit too.
Yep. And
Absolutely.
to
On
touch
that
on
note,
that, Drew,
ladies and
he
gentlemen, we gotta end the live because I have things to do. But
Okay.
Okay.
shout out to each and every one of you. Thank
All
you
right.
all for coming
Appreciate it.
up.
Go blue.
Yeah.
Go
Of
blue.
course, go
Appreciate
blue.
you.
Go blue.
Till next time, you guys know the slogan.
I'm
Stay angry, my
upset.
friends.